Let's get started. So I think I've spoken to just about everyone here.
Don't stand too close.
Okay. Cool. Anyone up here? What you got to say? Is that a crossbow? +1 too.
From up here, you can almost pretend Isabel's light is the sun.
I bet they're close.
Alright.
Watching us.
So we know from last time that Damon's here. I already spoke to you. Right?
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
Yeah. Shield. What does that do? When you make an attack with your offhand, yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, so there's some cool stuff here. But yeah, I ended up picking. Oh, this is what I just sold to her in place of Lae'zel's armor. The armor's pretty good. I liked it. There's a so you know that Dex armor we got from that that lady in the mountains. There's, I guess this is like a strength version of it. So you increase your strength score by 2 to a maximum of 20, which is pretty cool. You cannot be pushed. You know, now I'm thinking about it, this might actually be pretty good on Karlach, but we would have to switch out this armor that we have. Oh wait, here, I could just compare it when I talk to
If
her.
you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
I don't know if it's quite worth it. So, because we have the adamantine scale armor, it reduces all damage, so I guess all incoming damage by 1. Enemies that hit us are sent reeling for 2 turns, which is pretty cool. And then attackers can't land critical hits on you, which is pretty fucking cool. I don't know, like, it would be cool to have the extra strength. What would that do for her? Like, what would it said up to 20? So give her 19. That is pretty cool. I do like that. Still have these.
See any movement out there?
Let me say something.
Dark to tell.
So
I
these
bet they're close. Watching us.
gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. I thought she had something like that. Gain advantage on attack rolls until the end of your turn, but enemies also... Okay, that's not it.
Here. There's more where that came from.
We gave her Savage Attacker
Wish we had stone
extra attack.
or steel.
I thought she had something like that.
I wish we had a bloody army.
Huh, maybe not. Either way, we'll leave all this. The 2 strength is pretty cool, but
Is that blood? No.
I don't know, guys. I keep going back and forth on how I want to gear everyone.
Little busy. Sorry.
Go safely.
True soul, I believe. How fortunate we are to have you among us.
That was sarcasm.
Take a stroll, have a drink. Enjoy.
I want to talk to you now. Hey, where you going?
Shadows lurking. Light to inside. Look.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are on patrol.
Nice to see the dark spitting out more than shadows. Welcome.
I mean, some people are cool.
Pardon, but I've no mind for small talk.
Alright.
Pretty as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
He thinks I'm pretty? Hey, here he is. Here's our guy.
Karlach, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you
Wait, so
run off
they
into
were
the belly of the
run up
beast,
on by cultists.
there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
So hold up. Half of them got taken by or killed by the cultists. That's kind of shitty, right? We like saved them from goblins just to have them attacked by cultists. Kind of fucked up. Good news first. I like
I only
good news.
need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlach to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Touch people.
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Oh man. Let's let him speak first.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlach, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can.
What?
It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
So it doesn't matter what we do, she's gonna blow up eventually? I'm just gonna save this real quick.
I never wanted to live forever. I just want to live good.
Alright.
Well... Alright. This shouldn't take long.
What the fuck are we gonna do? There's gotta be a way to save her, right? Dude, she's excited.
Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Lay a hand on her, pull her into a hug, kiss her, stand stock still. I feel so bad for her. I let's give her a kiss. Oh wait, is this gonna fuck things up with Shadowheart? Oh, okay. There you go. I don't dislike this.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Hold
Wow.
on, Karlach. There's something I need
I
to
feel
tell
so
you.
sorry for her.
That engine of yours
I gotta make a choice between her
is
and
contained for the
Shadowheart. Like,
moment, but it's just
eventually.
too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but...
I like this guy, Damon.
At this point,
he's a good guy. We
we'll
gotta
all have to face
we
the
gotta keep him
inevitable.
safe at all costs. So that means, like, straight up, if you decided to run up, okay, there. I was like, what's going on with the game? If you decided to betray the Grove and kill everyone, that basically keep you, like, that would make it so you couldn't do anything for Karlach. Would she eventually die in your party? I hate that thought. I mean, I think just because that, we are going to defend the Grove every playthrough. Unless we decide we just want to kill every companion, then that might make it easier. We'll have to make the inevitable then. Yeah.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
All right. That's awesome.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
What odd ox? This one? Oh, this. Okay, I remember you. It's level 5 ox too. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what she has to say. You excited?
This is the best day. The best day. Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive.
There we go.
I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact.
Oh man.
I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find a solution.
I want to live too, but not under any circumstances. I have the power to choose now. And I'm going to make that choice. Myself. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
Oh man.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this.
Okay, so
At least for a little.
we have to decide who we're gonna buckle down and end up with. Lae'zel's out, obviously. It's between Shadowheart and Karlach. I feel if I... Is this Ox crying? Yeah, we gotta figure it out, guys. I have
There's
to
an
figure it out.
invitation behind its great brown eyes.
That's it? I don't trust this thing. Alright, we'll leave it alone for now. There's definitely something interesting about that thing.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Interesting materials.
I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Sounds like interesting. I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it? Oh, is it the slag?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
What are you gonna do? Hey! I didn't say you could work on it. What did you do to my armor? My metal?
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Flawed Helldusk armor? But I didn't ask for that. So what did you actually end up using? Damn. Hold up. So he just gave us... it's heavy armor. When you are hit by a foe within 2 meters, it might take 1 to 4 damage. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But I think that would make it so Lae'zel actually has less armor class. And she doesn't have the extra initiative, which I do kind of like having. But let me just see what this looks like. That's really cool. But right now it makes sense to actually have the medium armor. Alright. So what did you end up using? I'm guessing the slag? No. Oh, so did you use infernal armor? You got something. Weird. Okay. Let's
Need anything?
There was other options. I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. Okay, so I think I found a material you could work with. So I have 2 different choices. I wish they just let you know what items you're giving to him.
Really? Just a moment. I'll be able to...
So Flawed Helldusk helmet. So what are we using out of our inventory? So something's gone now. Oh, so it is infernal armor. Or infernal iron. So maybe he didn't actually take one for Karlach? So the wielder has a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. It's not terrible, I suppose. I do like my shadow spell. What do you have? When healing another, the wearer gains 1 to 6 hit points. Yeah.
Soldier.
When you apply a condition with one of your smite spells, you don't. Okay, yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah.
Blackets will be done.
Attacks. Yeah, we'll probably keep this one too. Okay. Let's save one more time. See what he's gonna do with the Infernal Iron. And then there's the Grimforge pieces too.
Need anything?
Well, well, well. I knew I smelled something, and I know just what to do with it.
Flawed Helldusk gloves. Okay. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage and can possibly inflict bleeding. That's really cool. So who should I give this to? Right now you have the spell one. So this is only for weapon attacks, so it'd basically have to be one of the girls. So not you, because you have the dex, but what are the gloves you're wearing?
Well.
The saving throws is cool, but dealing more damage. Advantage is good though. Oh man, I don't know if I want to use any of these though. They're good, but I just feel like I have better stuff right now. I mean, what do you? I think you have the heal. Yeah, we want that.
Still alive, so that's progress.
So we keep giving him something. Yeah, I just don't know what, and it's kind of hilarious. I mean, I'll let him keep making whatever.
Need anything?
Oh. That's weird. So that's it.
I'll be here if you need any.
So it doesn't use it what's in your inventory then? Interesting. While I'm here, throw that in there. Send that to camp. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't think we're actually going to end up using any of this, right? Like... That would be cool for Karlach, but I think the armor that we ended up giving her is much better. Now, we could switch it out if we want to give this whenever the Radiant Shockwave is good, because she does actually do a decent amount of radiant damage. Wait, what's this shield you have? Oh yeah, I got this one for you. Yeah, we don't want to switch those out. I like the advantage. Yeah, I want to use this, but I just don't think I'm going to, actually. Extra damage is good, but I think this is just better right now. The smite stuff, maybe. What do you have? Oh, yeah, you want that. What do you have? Okay, we already saw that, actually.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yeah, you definitely want that. Okay. How about we switch out this so I don't feel like I'm at least kind of using it? Because we don't really use the smite spells. The temporary hit points are good, but like we just don't really do that much, and like it's based off of charisma. That's definitely better for a paladin. Yeah, so I think that's a little better. So I feel like I'm kind of using it. All right. And then as far as what he had up for grabs, I don't know if there's anything
Need anything?
that crazy, but let's see. Sword of Life Stealing. On critical hit, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage as long as it isn't a construct or undead. That's really good, actually. I can see that being pretty good on dual wielding, especially if we ended up pairing it with the knife that we're holding too. Or no, it's a short sword, so 2 short swords. Yeah, I'd like that. What are these? Sword Mastery, you gain proficiency with short swords. Oh, that's kind of cool. In addition, you gain a +1 bonus to melee attack rolls. I think that's actually what we just sold, that Lae'zel had. Scale mail 2. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. Okay. Yeah, so not really anything that crazy, but cool.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right. Let's go talk to everyone else. So we've been over here. Oh. Oh, traps. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Get away. Don't you dare. God, I thought they were gonna fucking run on him. Bastards. I think there's a way to, yeah, around here. We'll go in and check everything. I want to explore this area, but straight up, man, like, it's not worth it with this turn-based and bullshit. Oh, cool. Like, how far can I get out before, it becomes a problem? Yeah, until we get this lantern item that you need. Yeah, can I? Yeah, we're not gonna leave. I wonder if there's a way to get it in any other way. Like, maybe if we didn't betray Nier, we would have it. This chick.
Please, I just want to be alone.
The hell are you upset about? Oh shit! I bet her guy got killed in making it over here.
Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started to scream. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers.
Okay, so he might be
I
there.
managed to get away, but my love, Dennis, Martin Dor, Roshan.
I don't know what that means. So what you're saying is you saved yourself? Oh my god, no.
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis.
See, kids? That's why
I
you
didn't
gotta
realize
keep up
one
on
day
exercise.
our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Not unless you can bring him back. Can you?
Yeah, I'll do it.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him,
It would give me a lot of money.
it would mean the world to me.
Alright, I'm doing it.
What am I going to do?
Well, I think crying into some water isn't really going to do anything either. Ooh, cool. Oh my god, she's crying out. Fucking buzzkill.
Bet I can crack
Jeez.
that open.
Stop. Okay. Got some inspiration. Let's go. I'm not doing this game. I'm not doing it. I could start stealing, but I want to talk to everybody real quick first before we move on. That's why I want to be a thief next playthrough. I'm just gonna be a thief, and I'm gonna steal absolutely everything I can. Just everything. I want to leave houses empty. When I was stealing in the Underdark, like even when you don't get caught, people start suspecting you because they're like, oh yeah, all my shit's gone. And then I simply reply, yeah, it wasn't me. There was one guy that wouldn't let it go, and he didn't return back to normal until like I gave him a little bit of money. Not as much as the items are worth. You piece of shit. I'm not doing this game. See? I have the nuclear switch. I could go back and do this any number of times. Oh man. That's another benefit, I'm sure, to having a rogue, right? Like stuff like this would be easier. What the fuck was that?
Can't keep me out.
Actually, you can. It's failed 5 times. Alright, man. Like, what is going on with me? Bro, okay, I'm using inspiration and reloads and everything. What the fuck? It's only 14. And I have a bunch of help. Maybe I should go back to that Dex armor. The cat armor or whatever. Doesn't really help too much in combat, but it might. I don't know. It's cool. Can I leave this area right now without like any bad shit happening? I was kind of, after what happened at the at Joaquin's Rest. What the fuck? I'm getting fucking annoyed now. After what happened at Joaquin's Rest, how I got there and I left. Okay, I'm just rolling with it, honestly. Alright, what is it? What is it? This better be good. Rippling Force Mail. Gain Force Conduit when taking slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. What does that do, though? So... real quick.
What a charmer.
Well, actually, I'm just gonna look it up real quick. There. What does it do?
Let's get going.
So it said Force Conduit? 'Cause instead of equipping it, let's just see. Yeah, so gain Force Conduit. Let's see. What does Force Conduit do? Mm-hmm. Rippling Force Mail. Alright, so gain Force Conduit while taking that, and then what does that do though? Okay. So I'm guessing it just absorbs damage? It doesn't actually say... Is that like a status? Gives you bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage reduction set at however many turns of FC you have left. Okay. Okay. Not even that crazy. It's like a slightly... Well, no, I wouldn't say it's worse, but just a little different than the other, the adamantine mail that we have. Alright, so let's get rid of you. I don't think we're going to use these, even though they seem pretty cool. Doing extra damage, I like it, but I think eventually when well, these say flawed, so there might actually be a better version available. When we drop that, the Dex gloves that Lae'zel has, eventually come back to something like this. Okay. So this didn't say stealing. Actually, none of it says I'm stealing. Jeez. Okay, nothing. Okay, whatever. Alright, so we'll run around and then we'll go inside. Is this stealing? No. There's survival somewhere? We missed something? What are you doing?
You look well equipped. Good. You wouldn't believe the state of some of these lads.
So, why are you on there?
Who does?
So I noticed that they had a torch, and it seemed to help out with stuff. In that last fight. What? Okay, I'm guessing there's like somewhere to dig up over here. That's fine, we'll come back later. Is survivability, what stat is that based off of? Like, I'm trying to remember, is it strength? Wisdom? I'm not really gonna chance it.
Waste a step. Let's have a look.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Premium trinkets and doodads. Doodads?
Oh, hi.
Oh, I guess I'm talking to you.
Incredible. Like I'm really alive. Like we can finally be real. I can be close to you now without fear, without thinking too hard. We can just be.
How's that?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Cool. What do you think now?
If death is soon to take Karlach, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
Lae'zel feels pretty good about it. So, you can't say, have you been looking at me differently anymore? Is it possible after the Karlach stuff, she's lost interest in me? Yeah. Still exceptional.
Making me sweat.
Very high now for her. Exceptional. Got it. Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Poor Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
You and I, we sharing something special? I'm gonna see what she says. Is she done?
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
I feel like you've been distracted of late. I don't want us to drift apart.
I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Alright. So it seems like those two are still in the running, right? We have, Lae'zel might be done with me. Which is fine. It's very clear I'm gonna have to choose somebody. I'm not getting out of this.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Who's selling premium trinkets and doodads? Count me in. I loves me some premium trinkets and doodads.
We lost a good one today. Jonas. He was as green as they come. Poor kid.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Ugh.
We were comrades in arms. I thought we could have been something more one day, but too late now. I don't know, and I never will. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone.
Whew. Shadowheart got inspired by that? Shadowheart, you fucking emo motherfucker. Ooh, looks like I can crawl up in there. Let's do that. I need to do like a poll or something. Who am I gonna do? Not do, but like what romance route am I gonna take? Because I'm pretty sure I can't do the two of them. Karlach and Shadowheart. Alright. I don't know what that's all about. We're gonna have to make our decision pretty quick, because it seems like Karlach is looking to knock some boots. So yeah. Alright, so I've been everywhere. Alright. See what we got going on in here. Oh, nice. That's a new one. It's not considered stealing, it looks like.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Alright, I'll come check out your premium. Oh, it's this little fucker. Listen, you son of a bitch. I'm cool with your boss now, so you gotta be,
Don't wander far.
you gotta be cool with me.
We need to talk.
Yeah, I'm taking all your shit, little bitch. A hand crossbow? It looks like no one's claiming it.
Last night's
What is
best
potion?
bargains right here.
Where's that?
I'll take that.
Now I stole from you. Oh god, but I'm stuck. Shadowheart, you gotta move.
Action, not reaction.
Damn it. See what you did?
No one back home, was it?
Trolls report more activity. Don't be shy. Have a gap. Welcome to our humble.
Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Kid looks up to you.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid.
Maybe
deserves
she
that.
would have had this dialogue if we brought her when we
Check
met
it
this
out.
kid.
We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Huh. Let's do some persuasion. Yeah, baby.
I mean, maybe.
What? There you go. I got critical failure followed by critical success.
But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then.
Why do you feel so upset?
Best bargains right here.
Power-shaped key. I wonder what this is gonna do. Oh, well. Could it have something to do with the Moonrise Towers?
Welcome back. Are you looking for something in particular? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Alright, let's see what he has. Oh. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud with a 2-meter radius that lasts for 1 turn. That is awesome. So I'm definitely going to get you. Is that a holy arrow? Oh. That's cool. What are these boots? Oh, okay. So just acrobatics and armor class. That seems pretty good. I like Misty Step, but adding to the AC would be good too. Let's see. So Swarthy, Wayfarer, and Green. Those are new outfits I haven't found before. You can take these shitty ones. I don't really have a lot to sell right now. And I don't feel like going back to camp. Here, take this gold that I found. I don't think I have anything else at the time I want to sell, but here, let's even it out. Okay. There you go, you little shit.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the
So let's see what we got.
finest stock.
I think I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah. But somebody who needs to
Blackets will be done.
have a cape. What does it look like? Okay. Not the worst, but I mean, we don't ever disengage, but I want to have everyone with a cape. I feel like she's a little smaller, so it'll look less goofy on her than on Karlach. But I'll go dye that later. Oh, and these boots.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave.
When the wearer inflicts a condition upon a hostile creature, they also inflict 2 turns of reverberation. So I could just give you more armor class.
What's cooking?
Last night's best bargains right
What was this
here.
one again? Once per turn, when you dash, you gain wrath. I don't dash that much. These are really good.
Never a dull moment.
I do like Misty Step too. Misty Step's been coming in clutch.
Don't burn yourself.
I don't really do too much dashing, and what does Wrath do actually before I switch this out?
We don't want any surprises. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
So, not Wraith. God damn it, Wrath. Adrenaline courses through your veins. You have a +1 bonus to melee damage stacking per turn. That's not bad. I'll probably do that. Leave that at least. So I think we're gonna get rid of
trinkets and doodads.
the Lae'zel when you give them a condition. But reverberation, if I remember, was actually pretty good. And a condition could be anything. Like, I mean, I could do like reduce movement or I go back and forth. How do I want to do this?
All right. What now?
Maybe drop Misty Step.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
These are really good, but after the one time using Misty Step, maybe I could just equip that on again, off again, maybe. I do like having an extra in armor class. Yeah, we'll try it. If Misty Step seems like it's still pretty necessary, we'll keep it on. All right, so where are we at?
Don't be shy. Have a gander.
Not another ward, I hope. I'm better at subterfuge and spellcasting than babysitting. Wouldn't I like to know? I've asked the fellow many times, but he's not in a talking mood. Judging by his uniform, he's someone of import. He was here, fresh from the shadows, when Isabel banished the curse here. Jaheira warned the others to steer clear, hence why I'm on door duty. You, on the other hand... Don't think so. But we don't really know one way or the other.
What's wrong with the
Better
guy?
safe than sorry, Jaheira'd say. He clearly needs help, but we're stretched thin as is. He's just inside, if you want to give him a once-over.
Sure. I would love to. Can I steal? Yeah, looks like that's up for grabs if there was anything. I could take this portrait of a woman. Kethric Throng? Interesting.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Okay. Nothing here. When it zooms out like this, I can't help but feel like, is this gonna be like a fight? No. Let me rob everything here first, and then we'll talk. This is all my stuff. Oh, cool. So we got some new outfits. Hell yeah, I'll take this. I always wanted this picture. You don't need this. Oh, is he chanting? What the hell? Interesting. I'm gonna take your tray. It's my tray now. If you don't like it, oh well. What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, silver tray. Alright. Real quick. Let's save. This guy looks like he might be bad news. What the fuck are you doing here?
As you were.
Were you just watching me steal all this shit? Wait, what the hell is that? Who's that up there? Is that just the floor upstairs? Faniel?
And me are climbing up a tree.
He seems unaware of you or his surroundings.
I'm sick of these fucking rolls today. I want to save the inspiration for later in case there's like a really rough roll. I don't want to waste it on things that I should be able to get. Yeah, it seems like there's still a lot to dive into. This place is actually pretty big. It doesn't seem like it, but there's a lot of dialogue and stuff to find. And a lot of rules.
He seems unaware of you or his surroundings.
Yeah, baby.
It's from no songbook you know of. Likely an original.
Oh, original. You're an original gangster. Alright, good, good, good.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Okay. Interesting.
We are fearsome, black and red. Loot.
I wonder if that perception roll that we just failed, is that gonna fuck up our situation with him? I know I'm gonna have to do those rolls again, but I'm just curious if that gives us something that we need to fix him. I'll save after I pass the 2. Yeah, just because I don't know how that could fuck things up.
He seems unaware of you.
Fuck, I have to do this again.
Surroundings.
I could probe his mind.
Vania. Vania. We are living. We are dead. 2 of us safe to the end. Van
We all failed it.
We are fearsome, black and red. We are living. We are dead.
Yeah. I'm not doing the inspiration. Bitch ass game. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't know if the perception has something to do with it or not. But we got the quest now. So I don't know. We'll come back later and maybe get it. Yeah, I got nothing.
We are fearsome, black
Bro,
and red.
fuck off with these rolls, man. These are so bad today. Yeah, so Shadowheart had some information to speak of.
We are fearsome, black and red.
I'm serious. These these are bad. It's only 14 too, and we have a bonus. We'll get it eventually. I wanna run through all the dialogue options just to see if there's something we can do for him. It might be that we have to come back. He kept saying something about a loot, so it might be that there's an item we have to pick up.